We are living in the future. What I mean by that is not something philosophical, but what I mean is we now hear more than any time in our past the phrase $1 trillion. It used to be sort of a thought experiment, like, well, that's a number that doesn't really mean anything. Yes, countries deal on that scale, but what does that really mean? I can't even visualize that number. I can't even visualize that much of anything. But the Senate just passed a $1 trillion infrastructure bill. Still needs to make its way through the House, so we'll see what it actually ends up as. But alongside this $1 trillion infrastructure bill, the House is actually proposing, and some would say demanding, that another bill, a $3.5 trillion bill to address climate change and poverty and many other things, also be passed simultaneously. That is, to put it in no uncertain terms, a big spend and a big ask. Now, I'm not here to talk about the political aspect of this. I'm talking about the economics here. And one of the big open questions right now, I've talked about it a lot, is are we at risk of overheating the economy, especially if we pass $4.5 trillion worth of additional, in effect, stimulus? Even though that's not a stimulus bill, it's an infrastructure bill, it still stimulates the economy. It's something we have to watch very closely. I don't have a better answer than I did a week ago when the answer was, well, we kind of have to wait and see. But I will say, stimulating the economy stimulates the economy, to give you a tautology there. The market, in theory, should do better, and it actually reacted positively upon the passing of the Senate version. So I do think it could be good for the market and the economy. We just have to make sure there's not these unintended side effects that come along with it, right? It might be good medicine, but what are the side effects? We don't know that yet. And I hate to keep coming back on here and saying, we don't know, but we got to wait for the data to come in because that's the only way we can know. So it is something that bears watching. We're watching it. The people at the Federal Reserve, you can bet, are definitely watching it. And we will see what version of this bill makes its way to President Biden. Will there be two bills? Will they not get the second one passed? Because again, $3.5 trillion, that's a big number. That's a lot different than just a $1 trillion infrastructure sort of repair bill. There's more to it than that, but I won't get into the details. So what actually makes it through? Question mark. What are the effects of it making it through? We know some of them. The market should react positively. The economy should do better. But what are the side effects? Question mark. Okay, I need to keep looking at this. We all need to keep looking at this. But my thoughts this week are, how common is it to hear that word trillion now, especially when there's a dollar sign in front of it? It's amazing the world we live in and how far we've come in 50, 100, even 20 years. Again, 1990, which feels like it should be 10 years ago, is now 30 years ago. And we've come a long way. So that's my thought. We're living in the future. And how that pans out, only time will tell.